jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Reed.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and...
There he goes. Big play. Takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Father. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a really good stop on the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the air on second down. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Power football with the run. Finds a crease at the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Adams. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Not a lot of room. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
Moving out of the pocket. Slips away. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So now it's second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that scooter away offensively. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. They finally get him stopped. job, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking for space, it's Ball. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Odom. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got his man to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Toss sweep to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Crowd is losing its mind on 4th and goal. They'll try to run it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. On the ground, it's Green. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, mark it at the 14 as they try to put up points before halftime.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Off and right, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Berry. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure coming. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Fires left, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. Touchdown, LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One more snap coming before halftime. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Adams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Completes the shuffle pass. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, get them tackled.
The Sneak scores it.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense showing blitz here. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On the run, it's Barry. Still running at the 40. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes the heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Alabama, 21.
So we open the final period with a third down play.
22.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Johnson looking to throw.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Hale. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Forced out of the pocket. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Escapes the pressure going right. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss, as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
He wants it all. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted it.
Going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Got it in the middle. It's Adams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That's caught. It's Adams. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. Throws into the middle of the field. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
Get set, get set.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Johnson looking to throw. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Adams. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
On the ready. Green 25.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Running into the open space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Pucks it out of the air. Looking for the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Adams. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Stepping to the right. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing